Today I'm looking at the Night Hunter Pro, which is currently one of the most rated expert advisors on the MQL5 marketplace, and I'll share with you why I'm planning to buy this expert advisor for my portfolio of EAs. Because if you are following my channel, you'd know that I'm trading with dozens EAs on my live accounts because I want to diversify the portfolio between different trading systems. So looking at the Night Hunter Pro, what I like the most is that this is not a Grid and Martingale system. This robot was developed from Valeria Mishchenko, which I've mentioned in two previous reviews for the Waka Waka and the Golden Pickaxe. So if I open her profile, you'll see that she has a few robots on the market, and Waka Waka and the Golden Pickaxe are Grid Martingale systems that I'm already using, but I wanted to diversify with a scalping strategy that does not use a martingale system. It also supports many currency pairs such as pound, dollar, euro, euro Swiss, the Swiss franc, and a few more. The recommended time frame is M5, and there are three more things that really impressed me. One, it is suitable for FTMO, which means that I can potentially use this expert advisor for prop firm challenges. Two, it is suitable for American traders because it is FIFO compatible, and if you are a US trader, you would know what I'm talking about. Number three, there are plenty of positive reviews. So if I show you, you'll see 70 reviews, and the developer is answering some of those, which is very important. Of course, there are some negative ones. For example, this one says expensive price with a losing trade, which is a comment that doesn't really bother me. I know that with every trading system there will be losing trades, and he's talking about one trade, and I'm sure with the time this trader will see that there are losses when we trade with experts, even if they are expensive. So now I will go to the overview and I will go to the live performance so we can see a little bit more. You can see that the total profit is 216%. I can see that so far this year we have 7.39. Then we have 17% in 2022, 106% in 2021, and 20% in 2020. And before I check the MyFX book track record, I assume that recently the developer has lowered the risk, and that is why we have this decline, but still 17% for last year is good enough for me. We can see the balance and the equity are pretty similar. We don't have huge drawdowns because, one more time, the EA does not use martingale system to cover up the losses. And I'll switch quickly through the verified track record on my FX view. You can see that the main account here started with $285 and currently the balance is 443. We see that the highest was in May, or actually that's about 10 days ago, because today is the 10th of June. And lower we can see some more stats. The total pips are 1470. Profit factor is 187, which is all the profits divided by all the losses. And if the profit factor is above 1, simply means we have a profitable strategy. Below you can see the history, which is open. It's not locked like what many developers are doing. And as well, we can see the profitability in months. So in 2023, the robot does somewhere between 1.5 and 2%. 2022, we had 3 losing months. So we can see that September and December were losing with about -3%. 2021 was the highest profit I saw on MQL5, and you can see that there were no losing months. And I found out that this robot is trading on a few verified live trading accounts. So if I show you Valeria's profile, you will notice that for the Night Hunter Pro, there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and 9 I hope I didn't miss any of the accounts using this expert advisor, but that means that there are different settings for the expert advisor in the different accounts, and I will show you in a second how you can be sure you are trading the same settings as, for example, the ones the developer is using in this account. So now what I will do, I will backtest the expert advisor on MetaTrader 5, and then I will show you how you can test these expert advisors for free for 15 days. I will go to MetaTrader 5 with my Black Bull Markets account, and I will go to the market. I will look for the Night Hunter, and here it is. I will click on it and I will click on the demo. In the description I see that the recommended time frame is M5, so I'll open one new chart window for euro dollar on the M5 time frame, and I will drag and drop the expert advisor so we can see all of the inputs, and you can notice that we can trade with a fixed lot or dynamic. There is maximum risk per trade, maximum spread for market orders, which is important for the scalping strategies. So whenever there is hot economic news or there is some volatility and the spread increases, you can set it to 5 pips, for example, or even lower, and it will ignore any signals during this time. There is some maximum drawdown protection over here, which makes it suitable for the FTMO or any other challenges that you are willing to pass with this EA. Down below we can see some time settings, and the strategy settings show us that there is the option to hide the stop loss and the take profit from the broker, which many traders believe is useful. I'm not sure about that, honestly. And on the bottom there are the news filters, which one more time are important for the scalping strategy. So now let's backtest the expert advisor. I will go to test. I will select Euro USD for the M5 time frame. I will select the last 1 year, or this will make it from the beginning of the year. I will change open prices only to every tick, and I will hit on start. I will go to the graph, and here we go. We have the backtest running. You can see that the equity drawdowns are not huge, one more time, because it doesn't use a martingale system, and overall we have this stable performance, just as what we saw on my FX book. I will test the expert advisor for the entire history that is available from the broker, and while it's collecting the data, I am using Black Bull Markets for the purpose of algorithmic trading, especially with scalping strategies, because they offer very low spreads with the different accounts. Even with their ECN standard account, you can see that the spreads start from 0.8 and there is no commission. If I decide to fund an account with over $2,000, then I choose the prime account, and there the spreads are even lower, but I have commission in this case. And if you look one more time in the description of the Night Hunter, you will see that in the requirements it says low spread and slippage during rollover time. I advise using a really good ECN broker. So having an ECN account is a must when it comes to algorithmic trading, not just with that EA. And of course you always need to look for the regulated brokers, because that's a must when you're funding with a live account. And now let's see if the backtest is ready. Yep, absolutely. We can see a very steady graph going upwards. If I show you the backtest, you will see some more statistics, but I will leave it on you to download this EA on your MetaTrader 5 platform and do the backtest, because it is for free. The other free thing you can do is to test it actually live or on demo. This is what I do for 15 days from Valeria's website, and here is the download link, and I'll leave a link down below in the description, so you guys make sure to download it from the official website. And you can notice as well that the price here is $200 lower compared compared to the price on the MQL5 marketplace. So what I did is I downloaded it and I placed it in a small account, and I'll be testing it for 2 weeks on demo just to see how it would work. And then if I'm happy with the performance, I would purchase it. There is money back guarantee as well, which will give me the time to test it on a small live account. And then if I'm happy with the results, I would put it on a bigger account, or I would use it to pass prop firm challenges. Thank you guys so much for staying with me until the end of the video. Let me know if you have experience with the Night Hunter Pro down below in the comments, so it will be useful for everyone watching. As well, check out the video on my side to see a complete review for another robot from the same developer. And as always, thank you for being my subscriber and watching my videos. Don't forget that I love you, and I will see you in the next one.